All right, good morning. We've got probably gonna slip over. Um, so we're here at Whatchamahoosit, Olin Library. Well, Uris Library actually, in the clock tower, and we've got one of the adults there, and we've got one of the adults up there. Kind of similar to what we had the other day. And that's probably BR. It's like a carbon, like a deja vu from the other day, and that's probably Wink up there. I'm saying probably because usually he's he does his thing, kind of like keeping an eye on Big Red. Morning, Near, morning, Kathy. So we're gonna spin up there. Morning, Frasier baby. Hey, Birdie. All right. So we have a gorgeous morning here. That's Wink up there. So that's gonna be Big Red. So Wink is up there on the clock tower scaffolding, and where that bulge is, kind of in the scaffolding, and she is Big Red's over there. She's up there actually on the top. And here's a live slope with the Gothics below, and there's the valley. We've got a little bit of mist that's lifting. There's Ithaca College over there. There's a bit of a Green Fest going on there. Morning, Noel. And Mom. Spin over to Mom. Yeah, it is nice to see hawks again. I expect I can get a little closer. It might be he's heading toward a spot, maybe. Think over there on that concrete. Yeah. So she's funny, isn't she? So I may go around. I don't know. Yeah. Morning. Morning. Here comes a crow. Oh, there goes a crow. So, yeah, it's Uris Library here that we're at. And beyond that is, so there's Olin. Hello. Thank you, phone. There's Olin Library there, and that's Clock Tower, and this is Uris Library here, and then beyond that is the Willard Strait. And down there are the Gothics. There's Baker Towers. It's Lion Hall with a little chimney on there, and McFadden, and different sections and segments of the Gothics. Each have their own little name. University Gothic is the style. So I think we're gonna just go ahead and take a little bit of a walk and see if we can maybe get a different angle, possibly. Lots of pretty flowers. Yeah. A seating area here. Beautiful. We're walking above the underground library. So there's more of the strait. Really cool. And there's Barnes. And behind that is Sibley. I mean, not Sibley, what we call it? Johnson School. Sage Hall. That's Sage Chapel. All right, so this is not a bad spot here. You can see you're up there. And there's McGraw Tower, and there's the Johnson Museum. Guide Susan's. Adjusted here. Good morning, Danny. Morning, Sue. course. There's the beautiful lake behind Baker. Pretty. Somebody was reading an article. Or an article popped up about, and yeah, Wink is still up there. He's a backlit dot up there. Morning Schnook. About like best college towns. And they listed like national, domestic and international college towns. I don't know who wrote the article. I don't know what the website is. She'll have to share it with me. If it came up on Google, I'm not sure. But anyway, I don't know how many there were. What? Okay. She rattled off a bunch of college towns, and Ithaca was number one. Number one on the list of college towns. Including Princeton and Austin and Edinburgh and other places. So I don't know whether I believe it or not, but hey, you know, it's kind of pretty around here, and it's definitely more cosmopolitan than it used to be. My subscription, go there. Go to here. What? She's right up there. She's still there. You have the phone? You have the iPhone. Old-fashioned communication. Yell at the person. Hello? Okay. Yeah, Mom's still up here.
Oh, okay. Exactly.
Yep, she's there, and Wink is a black. He's a dark dot up there.
Yeah, I couldn't see her. So backlit.
So where did that article about best college towns?
I know it came up in Google.
Let's see, do you happen to remember what the site was?
Well, you have my phone.
That's true.
Yeah, it was 15 best worldwide colleges.
15 best worldwide college towns.
Yeah, and Ithaca was number one.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they had Ann Arbor, Princeton, Harvard.
Edinburgh.
Yeah, they had several foreign.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say hello. Good morning, Chinook. Good morning, Charlotte. Morning, Niren and Ostrich and Tequila And Fraser baby.
I guess the finches are just alarming at mom and dad, but they're not usually long-range alarmers. I thought it was a little tricky way, but nope. Really since mom and dad. Yes, finches. So they dug up this hillside. I knew they were working, but I didn't realize it was right there. So that's probably what mom and dad have been attracted to lately. Probably dug up some
Oh, some critters. Some
Yeah.
critters.
yeah morsels. Yeah, I just assumed it was all tall grass, low gas thing, but it's a big bald spot.
Yeah, I wonder what they're working on. Something.
Yeah.
So Niren says yes. Ithaca is the best college town.
Over Boston or Harvard?
I don't know. Well, I mean Harvard doesn't. I don't know. Cambridge is, well, Cambridge is like really touristy sort of. I mean I like Cambridge, but this is more of a combination of like a little bit of New York, a little bit of Annandale on Hudson, and a little bit of this and that, right? So. Okay, Fraser baby, we'll definitely make sure that you guys make sure you put in your calendar to get up here. And there's some beautiful spots here to sit. There's the one bench that overlooks Live Slope here, right next to Uris the library, that I think is, I can't remember what class it was, like way, way, way back. And they put the bench there, and supposedly if a couple sits there, then marriage is in their future or something like that. That's the idea. Oh, so Niren says yes, over Boston any day.
Oh, wow.
And Princeton is kind of distributed. I mean,
Princeton is smaller than Ithaca.
yeah. I mean, I like Princeton a lot. I think there's some nice.
It's sort of it's Philly's close by, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, we like Princeton a lot.
Yeah, Princeton's got a nice college area. I mean, at least it adjoins the, I guess, the north end of campus or whatever, for the most part.
Yeah, I'm sure if somebody Googled, I should have saved that link off. But you and I were just like, really?
It's like, really? Who wrote that article? Somebody from Ithaca?
Yeah, that's what you said, I think, right? Oh, Lord. I don't think any of the Philly schools made it. I actually like Philly. Whatever. We like Philly a lot.
Yeah. I mean, but Philly's not like a. I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by college town.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, the article did say, right, that it's not just Cornell, right? Because it's got Cornell and IC.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, it is, right? We have more students than we do non-students around here.
Right.
Or we certainly got a lot.
Yeah.
Although, yes,
Right.
not like the big Michigan schools, right?
No, it's not like. Was Ann Arbor on the list?
Yeah, Ann Arbor was on the list. I don't know, it was like 14, I think.
What did you think of Ann Arbor? I mean,
I
besides that, it's a huge campus.
yeah, I don't know. Coming from Cornell, yeah, it was too big for me. I'm glad that I didn't go there personally, but hey, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm just used to a smaller school like Cornell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes, they're much smaller schools, but Cornell's sort of medium. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So was South Bend on the list for Notre Dame?
No.
Interesting. Huh.
There was what, the Lara Ann or somewhere in Switzerland?
Oh, okay. All right, we're doing some stretching up there.
Oh, Mama. You think Mama Sweeta? I can't see Wink at all. I don't know about you, but man, be careful. Oh, now she's doing the other side. You think, Mama?
Oh, so Niren found something. He put the link up there. It was the AER, American Institute of Economic Research, that ranked Ithaca #1. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a fly-by-night thing.
I guess not. I don't know anything about the American Institute of Economic Research, but so Charlotte says Cornell looks to me as if it's plopped in the midst of a forest.
Yeah.
Well, it is. It's plopped on a hill, for sure. And it's plopped next to a lake. I suppose because Cornell is here, Ithaca is what it is. Though Ithaca was a pretty good economic hub in its own right, with the shipping and everything from the south end of the lake going up to the canal at the north end and out onto the Erie Canal. So they did ship salt out of here. They did ship timber and clay for bricks further up the lake. Halfway up the lake, there are big clay deposits up there, and but I think definitely Ithaca is all about Cornell and IC for the most part. And there's nothing wrong with that. And IC has a beautiful campus. Ithaca College up there, so they have a lot of athletic, physical education, communication. They have a huge television and broadcasting school there, and they have that puts out a lot of folks.
Sports therapy.
What?
Sports therapy.
Sports therapy. They have people on Broadway. They have people in the radio and television. They have a wonderful music school there at IC. What else do they have there? I mean, that's quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, I suspect they do research there to some extent. But anywho,
I guess for me, I was surprised at Ann Arbor. You have a huge building, right? And then all this massive space. And then you have another huge building and all this massive space, right? We're more compact.
Oh, so Ann Arbor is not like one building after another like Syracuse?
No. I love the Syracuse campus.
Yeah, Syracuse is beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm wondering. I'm surprised that Syracuse wasn't on the list because they have a
I was too.
pretty
Maybe it
nice.
was just outside of the 15.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can die. I can't die it. Then I will die.
Is Winker still up there?
I don't know. You want to see the hawks?
Hey, 아저씨 한번 보여. Hawks?
Come. So it's all right. So
Hawks?
yes, look up there. See? No, no, no.
What's that?
Yes. So
clouds?
see that right there? So it's a
Oh.
little bit dark. It's a little bit dark. But now do you see up there?
안경 써보자. 근데 엄마 학생 매야.
It's a hawk.
저기
How
있다.
did you find out that it was sitting there?
Well, we've been watching them for years. So we were out this morning.
Wow.
Watching
They're
it.
usually around here?
Yeah. So that her name is Big Red.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And her mate. It's hard to be careful looking up in the sun, but up on the tower.
Uh-huh.
오빠 선글라스
It's
써.
over there, right?
Yeah, that's so. This is the female, and that's her mate.
엄마 선글라스
her
써.
husband.
Oh my God. How long have they been?
They've been that we know of since 2010, so 14 years on campus, and they have a nest up. You know where Bradfield Hall is? Well, up
Up
tower.
above the.
Yeah, by Furno and the athletic fields. So
yeah.
they have their nest up there.
그날 둥지가 거기를 지고.
Yeah. So it's a red-tailed hawk. Good morning. I like your sunglasses.
I graduated from here 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Wonderful.
I've never heard of hawks living here. Wow.
Yeah,
So
they
don't have kids.
they
don't
do. Yeah.
Have, they have little baby birds.
Yep, they do.
What is that? That's one. That's female. Oh,
That's the
good.
female.
Female. That's
husband.
husband. Yeah, and they have babies.
Yep, they have a nest
Uh-huh.
on one of the athletic towers, light towers, and there's a live stream camera there, so you can watch it
All
every
time.
day, all day, all year long.
Online.
It's online.
Cornell
Yeah, so if you
homepage, like website?
if you Google Cornell Hawks, then you'll find it, and you can see when they have the eggs and the babies come out of the eggs. It's really very nice.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
You're welcome.
Oh my. Hey, Auntie, say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's nice to have you back. Yep.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Let's go to the hotel.
Cute little kid. Oh, okay. So good question. So Cornell is a land grant institution. So in the Morrill Act, I think of 1865, something like that, just shortly after the Civil War. And so the government didn't have a lot of money, but they really wanted to foster education and higher education, and not so much. Okay, I'm not going to say not so much like sort of pure academic education like the European model, but basically they wanted to further educating like the industrial classes. That's what Cornell was all about. And anyway, the land-grant colleges received, because they didn't receive money from the government, but they basically received land out west, which would have been in like the Northwest Territory, you know, I mean, or in those areas. Those were states already at that point, but like in Minnesota, Wisconsin, or Michigan. So forested lands that had value to them, mostly in terms of timber. I'm not sure how much mineral rights was involved, but basically each state had one, maybe two, I'm not sure, but at least one land grant college and institution. And so the idea was you found your institution, and then you use the proceeds from this land to kind of like get yourself going. So, so that's how Cornell started. And I think I'm trying to remember the history, but I believe that Cornell may have considered Ezra Cornell may have considered Syracuse as the location for his university. So anyway, he partnered up with A.D. White, who I believe was a well, he was an academic for sure, but also a legislator, I think, in the New York State legislation or whatever it's called, legislator, whatever. Trying to get the right word there. Anyway, they got their heads together, and Cornell was of the pragmatic, trained the industrial masses, and A.D. White was more of the traditional kind of, academic and so forth. So Cornell was not like a theologically founded institution like Princeton, Harvard, all these other schools were basically up to that point, the big Ivy League schools. It was, non-secular, essentially, and so today there's two segments to Cornell. There's the endowed side, which is like the arts college and architecture, and I think engineering is endowed. I'm not sure which other ones are endowed. And then you have the statutory, or we used to call it statutory, but it's a contract college, which is state supported. I'm not sure if they have an endowment or not. I suspect they do, but the distinction there being that, like the academic, the position management, all these sort of things and stuff like that, funding, the tuition rates, a lot of the funding, all that sort of stuff is basically centered around support from the state. Again, I don't know how much of the line, how sharply the lines are drawn. But and they also have maybe a slightly different budgetary model they used to. So anyway, it's like one Cornell, but there are different primary funding model drivers primary for that, stuff like that, and also academic management, position management, all this kind of stuff is different. So yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's gone. He's gone somewhere. So, I mean, not a great explanation, but it's not like just a single thing from top to bottom. There's like two things kind of top to bottom, and they all report to the, president. They're all subject academically to the provost. I mean, we have the same financial system here, same HR system, same yada, 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 but there are differences between them. And they're also subject potentially to different building codes. I'm not sure if that's true anymore, but basically, so there you have it, I guess, to some extent.
I thought on the north side now.
He's on the north side?
Yeah, you might get a decent view of him now.
Okay, so maybe we'll move over.
Go over to the back to where you were.
Yeah. So, okay, that question's answered. So the main camera, yes, does essentially face west, sort of west northwest a little bit, but generally west. And the hidey hole is on the west side. Hi, and the fixed cam is at the west end of the platform, facing east, more or less. All right, hang on, guys. I'm going to. Move back. So there's benches there for Fraser Baby and Jeffrey, and there's benches here as well. Morning. Oh, I guess that's what Cindy was talking about. Them having done something here. Yeah, some kids like to sit there on those rocks there. And looking for the stump of our prairie drop tree. It got cut out, cut down. What'd they do with it? Huh. There it is. That's all that's left of the beautiful prairie drop tree. Yeah, Big Red and Ezra and Big Red and Wink shared when they were doing it. So this is the bench that if you sit on it, you're destined to be married. The hydrangeas are doing great this year. All right, so let's go back over here and see if we can get a view of Arthur Debja. There he is. All right, so he's on straighten up as his world. Okay. So he is now right there. I really do feel like I'm looking at some building in Taipei whenever I look at this clock tower with the scaffolding. So they still have not moved beyond the plywood stage here. Morning, Jan. Oh, looks like he might take off. And off he goes. He's heading directly east over Olin Library. He may be heading it to the 80 white trees. All right, I'll drive over. Okay, guys, we're gonna hop in the car. Just hang on. Put your seatbelt on. Thank you.
Hey, mommy. You good, sweetheart?
Okay. Yes, I'm right behind you.
back into the quad.
Okay. So he caught a chippy up in the tree or on the ground?
Yeah, no, on the ground, I think. Let's put it this way: I didn't know he had anything till he flew off, and then I saw the chippy.
Got it.
But he sort of tumbled to the ground.
Yeah, he loves to do that.
It was all, I just sort of saw it out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, he's not here. He must have taken it into the quad.
All right, so he's
We tried.
yeah. All right, so he stooped from the clock tower over there, here into the trees, and probably did what he usually does. He chases a chippy around in the trees and then grabs it, and he loves to tumble down to the ground. We've seen him do that on Fernal Lawn. He'll grab something, he'll fly in there, snag it, and then go tumbling down. He's crazy. I think he does it just for fun.
Yeah. He's got a little showman in him, like Ezra.
Yeah, he does. All right, I think we're probably going to wrap it up this morning. So you saw both Mom and Dad. Nice conversation. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning, and we will be looking to see you soon. All right, thanks.
Oh, I'm going to work my way through the quad, see if I have to see him. I'll meet over by the draw.
Yep. Do you want me to stay on live stream or?
No, okay, right now I just don't want to get hit by a car.
Okay. All right, guys.
I'm not seeing, I kind of would hope he's taking it to the Lincoln Oak spot he was using with the ends, but he's not.
Okay. All right. Okay, thanks, guys. Take care, everybody.